So, have you ever dreamed of ditching the 9 to 5 grind and building a real business right from your laptop? Well, that's exactly the promise we're digging into today. We are cracking open Susan Sweeney's classic guide, 101 Internet Businesses You Can Start From Home, to pull out the exact blueprint for creating an online business that actually works for you. This quote right here just nails it, doesn't it? We're living in a time where technology has made being your own boss more possible than ever before. But here's the twist the book throws at you right from the start. The first step has nothing to do with picking a product or designing a website. Nope, it's all about figuring out what you really want out of life. So, before you even think about what to sell, the book makes you ask yourself some pretty big questions. What's your actual dream? Is it working from a quiet home office? Or maybe you want to be a digital nomad, traveling the world with your laptop. Or maybe it's just about having more time for your family. The whole point is, you design the lifestyle you want first, and then you build the business that's going to pay for it. It totally flips the usual script on its head. And that's a pretty radical idea when you think about it. For maybe the first time in your life, you are in complete control. You get to call the shots on where you work, who you work with, what you spend your time doing. So once that vision is crystal clear in your mind, then you can start building the machine to make it a reality. With that dream in mind, let's get to the blueprint. Okay, time to get into the nuts and bolts. The book lays out a really clear plan for your online storefront. And here's the best part. You do not need to be a tech wizard to pull this off. You just have to understand the key pieces of the puzzle. So let's break them down. First up, your actual store. The book uses the term ASP storefront, which, is a bit of an old school way of saying something like Shopify or Squarespace today. The idea behind it is brilliant. Instead of building an entire store from scratch, you basically rent a pre-built, professionally managed one online. It's secure, it's affordable, and it lets you focus on what really matters, selling stuff, not fixing broken code. All right, next up, and this one's a biggie. You've got to be able to get paid. The book talks about two main paths. You can get a formal internet merchant account through a bank, or you can use a much simpler third-party option, like PayPal. Honestly, whichever way you go, the goal is exactly the same. Make it incredibly easy and trustworthy for a customer to hit that buy button. And remember, your storefront is so much more than just a pretty web page. Think of it as the engine of your whole operation. It has to let customers add things to a cart. It needs to tell you the second you make a sale. It has to handle all the shipping logistics. And it needs to be there with support when things go wrong. It's the whole machine. Now, it's also really important to get that not all online businesses are built the same way. The book breaks them down into different levels of complexity, and it really depends on what you're selling and how big you're trying to grow. It's all about finding the technical setup that's right for you. So to understand these levels, you just need to know two terms, the front end and the back end. The front end is pretty simple. It's your digital showroom. It's everything the customer sees and clicks on. But the back end, that's the engine room. That's your inventory, your accounting, all the systems behind the scenes that actually make the business run. The book lays this out as a 4-level journey. You might start at level 1, which is super simple, like selling a digital download, an ebook or something. A lot of small shops live at level 2, where they're manually tracking inventory. As you grow, you start aiming for level 3, and then the holy grail, level 4. That's where your website is perfectly synced with your inventory in real time. It's a completely seamless, automated machine. Okay, so you've defined your dream lifestyle. You've seen the technical blueprint, but there's still that giant question. What on earth are you going to sell? Well, this is where the book just explodes with pure inspiration, reminding you that the possibilities are, well, they're pretty much endless. And yeah, that's the core of the whole thing, 101 different business ideas. It's like a massive brainstorming session on paper, and it's really designed to prove one thing. There is a niche out there for almost any passion or skill you can imagine. Let's just look at a few quick examples of how broad this gets. First up, selling a service. If you're a talented writer or a designer or a consultant, the internet gives you a direct line to a global client base. The book uses copywriting as a perfect example. It costs almost nothing to start, and it's a skill that literally every single business needs. Or, next, you could sell a niche product. The book's advice here is golden. Do not try to be the next Amazon. It's a losing battle. Instead, find a very specific, passionate audience and serve them better than anyone else. An online art supply store is a great example. It caters to a dedicated community that's looking for special items they just can't find anywhere else. And a third path? Building a business around information itself. Think about a local dining guide, or a popular blog or a podcast. You can make money from ads, affiliate links, or even subscriptions. In this kind of business, your knowledge and your unique voice, that is the product. So, after all the ideas and all the blueprints, what's the book's final message? Well, it's a crucial dose of reality. Just being online isn't enough, not even close. There are some key principles you have to master if you actually want to succeed. And here it is, the book's final, most important lesson. Success is never automatic. It's a formula. It starts with choosing a business that you actually truly care about. Then you build a professional and trustworthy site. And then you have to work relentlessly to get people to actually come to it. Because the online customer expects perfection, great products, fast shipping, a flawless experience. You have to be ready to deliver on that promise every single day. So in the end, the book leaves us with this one powerful, open-ended question. The tools are here, the ideas are out there, and the opportunity has never, ever been greater. The only thing left to decide is what you're going to bring into the world. So what will you build?